What is up, everyone? I have probably gotten myself in over my head. I run two different YouTube channels, or I guess I should say I'm starting two different YouTube channels. The other one is called Da Wild Boys, spelled DAWILDEBOYS. That is me and my friend Miles. We ride motorcycles, and we are now attempting to record what we do. We're going on a large trip to California, so some videos are going to be me and Miles, and that's going to be on Da Wild Boys. Some videos are going to be just me. Some of them are redundant, and the ones that are just me will be on this channel. But some of these videos are going to be redundant. Some of them are going to be independent. So this video right here is just, this is the setup of the crap that I bought to be able to do this vlog. I'm going to show this video itself is actually going to be a video of all of this stuff. I'm going to run through exactly what I bought, how I'm going to set it up, what I'm going to use it for. So hopefully this helps those who want to start a motovlog or are already into it and still don't know what to do, because that's how we started out. We just bought a bunch of crappy stuff off Amazon hoping it would work, and it didn't. So now we're really doing it the right way. Go big, go home. So this is the stuff that we're going to get. So let's roll the footage and you'll see everything that I bought to do the proper setup for a motovlog using my helmet on my motorcycle. So hope you enjoy. Hopefully it's helpful. Alright, so this is my new setup that I just purchased from Best Buy earlier today. This is what I'm going to be putting on my Motovlog helmet on my motorcycle so that you can see and hear everything that I'm experiencing on the trips that I take. So I decided to go with the GoPro Hero 9. The 10 and the Max are out, but for what I needed, this 9 is kind of the price point, along with all of the attributes that I needed to have. It has 20 megapixel camera, can record in 4K if I needed it to, water resistant, all that good stuff here. I'm not going to record in 4K, but it is possible to do, so that's a plus for the Hero 9. But just for what I needed in price point, this is what I went with, is the Hero 9. Now, along with that Hero 9, you are going to need a media mod. The media mod, basically what I'm going to need it for is it gives you the 3.5 mic port, the 3.5 millimeter mic port to be able to attach a lavalier mic to pick up your audio within your helmet. Also gives you a directional mic on the outside, so when I'm filming inside of things, that kind of helps as well. But you do need this part. It was smart on GoPro. They could have added all of those onto the original 9, but if they do it this way, they make more money, right? So I don't blame them for it, but you do need this piece, which is a little pricey if you ask me for what it is, but necessary. Now, along with that, we noticed on our dry run out in the desert the other day that you run through batteries pretty quickly. So this comes with a battery. I bought an additional battery, and then I bought another battery along with chargers. So the cool thing, the reason that I did this is when I'm traveling and I can throw this just in the hotel room, charging 2 batteries while I'm still using this camera riding around, which makes it nice because I can still be using one instead of having to charge it through the camera and waiting until that's done charging. So it's a great setup that way. Now, on top of those, I have to get a lavalier mic. Now this is what will plug into my media mod, and this goes up into my helmet right next to the microphone for my Sena headset. And this will pick up anything that I'm talking about or saying, and then record that through the media mod into the camera and puts it all together. I went with Rode just because Rode microphones I use, a few of them. I'm recording on one right now in this video, but they seem to be really good microphones. I've had nothing but good experience with them, so I went with a Rode lavalier on this. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know in future videos. And then last but not least, probably one of the most vital parts is making sure that you actually have all of this stored properly. So the footage is going to be stored on this PNY 256 gigabyte micro SD card. This is the Elite X. It can record in 4K, along with this Hero 9 can record in 4K. I'm not going to be recording in 4K just because it takes up way too much space on this card, along with way too much battery power. So I'm going to be recording in 1080p. This card at 256, if I've done my calculations correctly, should give me about 7 to 8 hours of recording time on this at 1080p. We'll see how it goes, and I'll let you know in later videos, but this is the setup that I am going to go with. I am going to unbox these two things. These are all pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to unbox these two things right now and just kind of give you a walkthrough of what to expect inside of these boxes and what they come with so that you know what you're going to need for your individual setup. So this is what I'm using to get started. Hopefully this helps, gives you an idea of what you're going to need. And let's get into these boxes, see what we have. So let's start off with the GoPro Hero 9. Let's see what we get. Now I will have to say this is the new type of packaging that almost every company is going to, and I hate it. I miss being able to, like, the little flip up tab to be able to get into things. Now it's all this peel and stick stuff, so if you try to return something, it just looks terrible. But let's get into this. See, I already ripped it. It's done with now. So immediately you take off the outer packaging and you are brought to a GoPro semi-hard case. So it's got some rigidity to it. Things seem to shake around a little bit in it. Probably shouldn't do that, but seems like a little nice case. Good for traveling. Good zipper on the outside. Holds everything you need. Look at that. That's professional looking. Good job, GoPro. So right off the bat, looks like we have some instruction manuals. The getting started of how to put batteries in and that kind of stuff. So I guess that's helpful. Stickers. Oh, who doesn't love stickers? Yep, won't read that. So yeah, so I was in that front fold, and then under here you have this. I don't know if you're supposed to keep this or not. Holds everything. There's no like dividers to hold it in afterwards, so maybe I will keep that. Let's set that aside. You have a little cord. You have, oh my gosh, these are tiny. I didn't realize how small these batteries were. I mean, it makes sense. I know how big GoPros are, so it makes sense these batteries are tiny, but how small a little battery is. You have the little mounts with the 3M tape on the back. You can stick it to anything that you need to, along with the mount that goes to the camera that slides into that you attach, however, whatever you attach it to, along with a little turning knob that screws into there to tighten it down. So, sweet little getting started mount kit there. And then let's pull this guy out. Looks well packaged. Man, these things are so much heavier than they look for being so small. There's a lot going on in this little tiny thing. So, looks pretty well packaged. You got your big lens in the front. Double-sided cameras. Another reason that I went with that for my motovlogging setup is so that if I have my helmet on and I push the record button and I want to know that it's recording, well, I can just look over into the mirror on my motorcycle and see on the front that it's recording. So, it just makes it a lot easier. Another reason I went with the 9 instead of the 8 was just for that little added feature. But let's take this stuff off. Again, you just gotta rip it. Just gotta rip it. So take that off. I'm gonna leave the screen protectors on there for now because I don't need to take them off. But that's pretty sweet. You got a little stand in the bottom that pops out. Looks like it's made out of metal, maybe. Seems pretty sturdy. Got your mode button on the side. So yeah, pretty good little machine right there. Got your GoPro 9. So it comes with your GoPro, your battery, your accessory cord, a couple of little mount things, some sweet freaking stickers along with a getting started page, and a book that nobody reads. So, oh, and then your little case that it all goes back into. So, pretty good little setup here from GoPro. So that's what you're gonna get out of your Hero 9. All right, so we are now gonna look at the media mod. So we just unboxed the GoPro Hero 9. This is the media mod that goes with it. The main reason that I needed this media mod was for the 3.5mm microphone jack to be able to do a microphone inside of my helmet that runs to the outside to the camera, records the audio on the camera from inside my helmet while I'm talking. So you have to get the media mod to be able to do that with a GoPro. It's their good marketing there from GoPro of making more money. So the one thing I wanted to note with this, if you are researching media mods and they all say Hero 9 on them, but you happen to have a Hero 10, well, you're in luck. The Hero 9 media mod is compatible with the Hero 10. So just in case you're looking for that, that is the case. So let's open this thing up, see what this really is. I've never really used one before, so this is a new experience for both of us. It's the same freaking packaging as the Hero 9, where Basically, the only way you're going to get into this is by destroying it. Yeah, there's no way to like nicely open this up, unless I'm just doing it wrong. If you guys know how to like actually get into these without destroying the packaging, please let me know, because I just destroy everything. But, oh my gosh. Yeah, see, that's what's going to happen. So, it's just getting destroyed. They just don't make it friendly like they used to. Okay, so let's take a look. Whoa. Whoa. There's a lot more in here than I was expecting. I'm trying not to destroy it. Okay, so that's everything out of our terrible packaging. -10 on that. Alright, so to start off, look at this. We got more stuff I will never read. Well, I'll look at the pictures. I'm glad you guys put pictures in here. Thank you, GoPro. My life is run on pictures. I think that's just as a child. We grew up on picture books, right? Everybody uses picture books, so we don't care what the words say, but I'll look at the pictures later. Alright, so in here it looks like we have another attachment system. I don't know if that's the same. It's a different mount. I'm not sure. Different mounting style. And here is, oh my gosh, trying not to break anything. Okay, here's our media mod. I think that's all that's in there. Interesting packaging. Here is our media mod here. So, not going to be on. Be honest, I don't know what any of this crap is. But it looks like there's a little USB-C, maybe down in the bottom, that plugs into the GoPro. Looks like this opens up somehow. Yeah, I'm going to break it. I'm going to look at the pictures later. Yeah, pictures later. But it looks like mode button on the side, power button on top, just like your GoPro. Your GoPro is going to go inside of this, right, attached to that USB-C. Gives you this external mic. Looks like it has a little filter on top. Not really a dead cat, but definitely helps. So that's kind of nice. You get your little filter there. And it looks like all of your plugs are in the back, so it's really nice, especially going on a helmet. You can see there all your different plugs. Especially going on a helmet, your cord comes around, you don't want to stick it to the side that just looks ugly. You want it to be as streamlined as possible, especially when you're riding at 90 miles an hour. As little amount of things flopping around, the better. So that's great. Nicely done there, GoPro. So not much to say. I mean, it's a piece of plastic that has an added microphone and some plugs in it. Do I think it's worth $80? No. It's probably a $20 thing made in China, and I'm just the sucker who buys them. But you need it if you're doing this setup. So that is what you're going to get. Media mod, so you're going to get your actual media mod here that plugs into your GoPro, or your GoPro plugs into it, I guess. Your little microphone filter there, and then some sort of new fangled mount that comes with this one versus your GoPro. So, oh, I think it's just a spacer, right? Because it's going to be bigger now. So I don't know. We'll find out. Probably says in this book that I'm not going to read, but pictures it is. So that is what you're going to get out of your media mod. Hopefully that helps. And like I said, this fits the 10 as well. So if you're looking to be able to do these things, have that headphone jack with your 10 or just a better microphone than the one that's built into the GoPro, this is what you're going to need. So there it is, the media mod for the 9 and 10.